Okay. This is Leah Hugon from the Portland Street Performer Project. This is my first attempt at a video blog post, and my voice doesn't quite sound natural because I've never sat in my own kitchen and recorded myself before. So, anyways, if I'm a little weird, that's okay. So I wanted to use this first post to kind of sum up what the project is. Some of you have been following the blog, some of you might be following it for the first time. What the project is in a nutshell is I'm a painter, I'm also a musician, I write songs, I play guitar, I sing, mostly sing. And we moved here to Portland about a year ago from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I have not really done music for a little while actively. I've been investing most of my time into painting and working my part-time job helping ends meet, and I thought, hey, maybe I can start busking to help ends meet, help the family out a little bit. Thinking, oh, I could probably get like 20 bucks a night, 40 bucks a night. Definitely, because you know, you walk by buskers on the street. And if you've ever been to Portland, there are a crap ton of buskers everywhere. Downtown, mostly downtown, at different events. We live 2 blocks from the stadium, and whenever there's a Timbers game, there are buskers there in abundance. And so I decided maybe I'll try it. So then I decided, well, maybe I'll just do a little blog journaling about my experience busking, and it can be kind of like a performance art piece. You know, I'll have photos, maybe I can do interviews with other buskers, because there's an extremely rich busking culture here in Portland. And I was going to call it the Portland Busking Project. And I talked to some friends about it, talked to some coworkers, some customers, and everybody's like, oh, that sounds really good. What's busking? And what busking is, some of you may or may not know, it's just when people play music for money out on the streets. So to be fair and to let everybody enter into this experience on common ground, I decided to name it the Portland Street Performer Project, because a busker is a person performing on the street for cash, typically money, tips. So then I decided, you know what, the people who do this are so amazing and so varied and so interesting, it would be kind of cool if we made a documentary about this, because there's definitely enough meat on these bones to make a documentary. So got together with a friend from work whose boyfriend is a filmmaker, and we are now making a film about it, and I'm blogging about the process. So to sum up how things have gone, we've done filming for about 2 months now. We filmed at several different locations downtown, and I've busked, and we filmed me busking, we've filmed other buskers, we've gotten some interviews, we have more scheduled. We found a really diverse amount of people. There's bucket drummers, there's old dudes with guitars, there's young dudes with guitars, there's girls with guitars, there's kids with karaoke machines, there's kids with guitars, there's people with kazoos, there's people with violins, there's drum circles, there's bucket drummers, I think I said that first. There's a lot of people here who do this, and the interesting thing to observe is there's everyone from crazy people to just crazy talented people, everything in between, people who are most likely at some point professional musicians, and then some people who are just playing a kid's Casio guitar out on the street through an amp, which is fine. So we've had a great experience. My personal experience busking has been varied. I kind of, as a performer, you know, had a band in college, that didn't work out. Continued doing music by myself, taught myself how to play guitar so I can keep writing and playing music. But always kind of struggled with being that vulnerable in front of people. And a lot of times I've played, there's at least been some people specifically coming to see me, whether it's at a bar or a coffee shop or wherever I'm playing out. But busking on the street is pretty hairy. It's really hairy. Basically, you're throwing yourself on strangers who are walking by who did not ask you. They did not ask for you to play them a song, and they may not like your particular genre of music. and they might hate it. And I've gotten a lot of varied responses. I've gotten, you know, people who will sit there and stare at me the whole time. I got a $5 tip once from some people we did know who happened to run across me. I've gotten people walking by saying, "She need to shut up." I've had a security guard tell Brian while we were filming, Brian, my co-filmmaker, that I was a tone deaf singer, and I'm pretty sure I'm not a tone deaf singer, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so, you know, you get varied responses, and you just have to learn to enjoy doing your music no matter what, and enjoy singing and doing what you do. Which brings me to my next point at the end of this brief, which is becoming a little long dialogue. I will play you a song, and it is a song that I have written since I've moved to Portland. So some of you, my friends, who have supported me and my music for a while, this will be a new song for you to hear. So that's wonderful. And I am getting over a little bit of a cold, so I apologize. So anyways, yeah. So to sum up my experience, you know, I'm still 33. I'm not your typical busker. I'm just a 33-year-old white girl that plays pretty music on a guitar, and, you know, I'm not playing classic rock hits. I'm not playing anything lively. I'm not a child. Kids get really good tips. You know, so I'm probably a very select group of people who would be interested in hearing what I have to do. So it's been a very interesting experience. So I'm going to play a song now, and this will be my first video blog post, hopefully. So here I go. And we'll just do a little bit of that. There's my fridge. Right behind me. That's my fridge. There it is. I've been writing this song since the day you walked in with eyes wide open, barefoot, and the animals they circle around, or they lift their heads up from the ground and say, oh, they bring our offering, offering, and we sold it like a picture, like we could make a million more. But when we try to raise our voices, oh, we could not find the gold to bring. Like a hurricane, a fire in the wind, for the flame burning brighter than I say, and the power of the motion, or the wall of sound corrosion of our dry hardening, bringing out our offering, offering. Thanks for listening. And one more thing. Come here, Tommy. Come here. Come here, Tommy. Come here. Come here, boo. This is my dog, Tommy. Oh, I love it. He's so cute, and he's my baby button. But yeah, part of the experiment was I really wanted to bust with Tommy because this fish would get tips. Little squishy face would get tips, but he's a car chaser, so that didn't work out. But we'll say bye-bye for now, and maybe you'll see Tommy at a future blog post. Thank you. Bye.